and welcome to Conspiracy Boulder.
You're not a boulder, you're a rock!
There are two problems. The polluted Tijuana River flows north into the U.S. Secondly, Mexican waste that's pumped into the ocean carries naturally into California. Now, by law, Mexico is supposed to treat both and tell us when they don't. Officials say they're not.
You've got this plume of brown, stenchy sewage. It was like a giant blob, like the blob moving forward up your beach and just filling your nostrils and all your senses with the stench of raw sewage.
I walk up here and it is beige, it is brown, like earth, but then I remember, wow, the sewage spill.
Border Patrol, surfers, anyone using this beach is exposed to Mexican waste.
I've personally got it on my arms, and literally within a minute, I've had a huge rash to the point my supervisor said, go to the hospital.
This year, 83 of 300 agents filed reports of being affected. Chromium, cadmium, lead burns their boots. Swimmers immersed in E. coli get physically sick.
It's usually frothy, it's kind of brown, it stinks quite a bit.
Really upset about the lack of action, the lack of clarity, the lack of communication, and really the lack of respect to the people that live in this area.
The sewage, which came from Mexico, slowly began seeping into the river and made its way 20 miles up the coast through Coronado.
This town absolutely stink. That's the only way to put it. It was a horrible smell. We've got all that trash coming.
In February, a spill in Mexico sent 250 million gallons of raw sewage and industrial waste into the U.S., where the Tijuana River flows north over the border. 200 days a year, officials close Imperial Beach.
Unfortunately, the United States government seems to be in the mode where everything's fine, don't worry about it.
Local cities are suing the U.S. and Mexico.
Literally, and pun intended, they don't give a crap.
I've been here for 15 years, and I've never seen the color that dirty and the smell this bad. So it's not just your normal runoff, it's sewage released into the Tijuana rivers.
Actually, well, I was at school today, and people, I came out of my classroom after we were doing something, and I just came out and I was like, what's that smell? And everybody just started telling me, it's the smell of the ocean. It smelled like, I don't know, but it kind of smelled like poop, kind of. But I mean, yeah, it smelled really bad.
We will not tolerate this anymore. What happens if one of these beautiful kids gets hepatitis C? MRSA, meningitis over this.
The committee says the leak was likely caused by sewer construction in Tijuana gone wrong.
It's unacceptable. The fact that no one was notified violated all kinds of international protocols and treaties, so we need to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Here's the governor of California. Governor Brown is going around the world saving the world for the environment. God bless. But what about this environmental disaster down here?
So the bottom line is people are getting sick. Mexico is not poor. They have oil, they have tourism, trade. It has money, Bill. Officials just argue they're choosing not to spend it on cleaning the water. Back to you.
Wade Martinez, thank you.
All right, I want to show you something. It's in Spanish, and it's not exactly the most slickly produced video, but it's a Mexican government sort of a how-to for those who are trying to avoid deportation in the United States, telling illegal immigrants when an ICE agent knocks, don't answer the door. Okay. Former Arizona Governor Jan Brewer on what she makes of this. This is at the government behest. This is something the government has come up with to keep those who are legally here without being deported. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, Governor.
It's absolutely disturbing and deceitful. It's outrageous that another government of another country would prime people that are here in our country illegally not to answer their door to our law enforcement officers. It's just totally outrageous. I have never heard any country ever doing this in the past.